This doesn't look like Colorado. So just getting towards the end of Tucson here, and there's the Air Force Base. And look at all these retired military Navy planes. That's pretty cool. It's almost 1:30. I left the hotel at 9, just after 9 this morning. Then broke my seat pack clamp thing. So stopped by Campfire. They did not have the clamp, have the part for me, but I had 2 of them on there, and so we just used the second one I had on the seat post and drilled it out and got it working. So shout out to Campfire for helping me out. It's also where I'm going to be ending the ride well, I'm going to get back to town on Friday, hopefully, maybe Saturday. My flight leaves Saturday evening, so I'm going to box at my bike at Campfire. That's the plan anyway. Can't plan too far in advance for any of these things because you don't know how they'll go. But I have a plan. And that's what's important. So what am I doing in Tucson over the holidays? My girlfriend and I were out in Buffalo, and our flights on the way back got canceled and delayed and messed up. So we got a bunch of flight credits, and they had to be used by the end of January. So we're getting towards the end of January, and it was gonna be like super cold. It is super cold. It's like 0 for a high today in Boulder. And so we skipped town. We got down to Tucson on Friday and spent the weekend hanging out, hiking, drinking coffee, eating tacos, all that stuff. Julie went home, and I'm headed out for 5 days on the Madrean rugged Ramble route, designed by Joe Cruz of Bikepacking.com. Shout out Joe. So it has it's like a 260-mile loop from what I know. We get some AZT. We go to Patagonia. I don't know if I actually will get to see the border wall thing. I don't think so. I haven't seen any photos of it. Howdy. All right. It's already, like I said, it's already 1:30, and we're not out of Tucson yet, so. The itinerary on bikepacking.com is roughly for, it says 5 to 7 days. And there's like an actual detailed route 7-day plan. So I'm gonna follow that and then just try to combine a couple of days to get it down to 5. So That's the plan. I have a lot of food. I have almost probably enough food to do the whole route without hitting any resupplies. But that was one of the goals for this trip. Not to be hungry or thirsty. I'm gonna carry roughly 4.5 liters with a little bit of flex if I want to carry more at any point. But first bit of single track. It's something called bunny. And so there's like stuffed bunny parts in trees and marking the trail. It's pretty funny. "40 miles in, hit the first kind of, not even, just like off-roady trail, and hit a rock, and my wheel is destroyed. Unbelievable. It's leaking really bad. I don't have a tube. Rim's destroyed. 40 miles from town. Sunset. God, this is really, really, really annoying. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Tire's flat already, so best I can do is get back out to the trailhead. So my friend Lindsay is a director at Knowles Outdoor, I don't know what it stands for, outdoor education. And their campus is just 15 minutes away from where the trailhead where I pulled off last night. So she came and got me and hooked me up with a new wheel, or her borrowed wheel, and gonna head back out on the route today and see what happens. Arizona Trail Gates. Future notes for myself whenever I inevitably do the AZT. Each gate locks differently. Each gate opens differently. Each gate is different. My tips for myself are: get off the bike, straight up. Just get off the bike. Don't try to like reach around, whatever. And remember how it latches, because this one latches with like a little carabiner mountain clasping kind of thing. Others just like throw the chain around a few times. Others like have like a dog leash kind of thing. Each one is different. So when you're coming up to it, remember, get off the bike. Remember what kind of lock it is. Remember how it locks. So when you get to the other side, you can remember how it latches. Because this one, for instance, it only just barely reaches, and the gate has to be like perfectly lined up and is very tight. Others, not quite as finicky, but you just pay attention every gate you go through. When you get to it, get off the bike, look at the lock, open it, get to the other side, lock it, get back on the bike, and then go. So far, this is maybe like my 10th gate or something, and this is just stuff like I'm just picking up on. So it's also kind of cold, kind of windy, but bike hasn't broken yet, so we're doing good, having fun. It's sunny. Shout out to Lindsay. My week would have been over. Shout out Lindsay for the wheel. Shout out for picking me up. Yeah, my week would have been over. So anyway, look at that. Look at that. Just found $1 here on the side of the road. Just found $1 and saw my first Border Patrol truck just go by. I'm taking the Canelo Pass detour. And gonna get to Lochte or something. I don't know, this $1 almost doesn't seem real. Might be fake. It's the last of the sun. That's why I took the Canelo Pass detours, because I knew it was getting dark. I don't have my dynamo light anymore. I just got my helmet light. So just trying to get to, there's an old schoolhouse picnic table I think I'm gonna crash at, so just trying to get there. It's already 37 degrees, so it's gonna kinda be cold tonight, I think. The sun's up. Do you see this gravel? It's like the most smoothest, nothingest gravel. And I cut my tire. I have 2 plugs in there now. I'm like 6 miles out of Patagonia. Yeah. Oh, it was so cold this morning too. My bottles were frozen. I was cold. It's warm now. All right, well, I gotta get to Patagonia, and then I'm like, I don't have a tube for 27 plus or 29, as a matter of fact. So let's get to town.